Got a new comedy series this fall. Welcome the star of Love You Madly, Paul Resier.
Thank you. There's nothing like good publicity. Name the show Mad About You and publicly call it Loved by Others. We don't know what it is. A team of experts worked that out. You know, it is my pleasure to present the next award for excellence in writing. Now, people often ask where television writers get their ideas. Well, the best ones simply live painful, tortured lives, full of a lot of screaming and bickering, and these arguments are then transcribed for the amusement of the nation. So, essentially, you are laughing at the misfortune of others. I hope you're very proud of yourself. Writers are crucial not only to our industry, but to the nation's economy. Because until some writer came up with the phrase, "We'll be back after this," there was literally no way to go to a commercial. And as a result, television networks could not make any money. Today, of course, we go to a lot of commercials, and we're still not making any money. The writers in the following categories say it's not their fault. The award we're about to present is actually called the Outstanding Individual Achievement in Writing a Variety or Music Program. I don't know what this means. Variety or a music program. None of the nominees have written a musical. Do you see Rodgers and Hammerstein on the list? No, you don't. So just cross out the music. That doesn't even apply here. Which leaves us with variety. Now, what does this mean? Variety means a mix, a mishmash, a little of everything. Basically, nobody knows. They themselves don't know. So essentially what we are honoring here is, out of all the writers who work on shows that they don't know what it is, these writers really don't. They are the ones with the least clue. But it's not their fault. The category itself is very confusing. One of the nominees for this year's Emmy is last year's Oscar show. So it's an award show. It's an award for another show about other awards altogether. So this makes me uneasy. It really does, because here is my fear. If tonight's Emmy show is really good, they could conceivably make it into a movie. Now, follow this. If the movie comes out well, we could be up for an Oscar, right? We go to accept the Oscar, and in our acceptance speech, we're just so damn funny, we got to come back the next year to get an Emmy. So it is mathematically possible that we may never get out of here. So in the interest of time, we are doing everything we can to sabotage this show. For starters, there are 61 writers nominated in this category, and we intend to list every damn one. The nominations for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Writing in a Variety or Music Program are The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, Darryl Vickers, Andrew Nichols, Bob Smith, Tony DeSenya, Michael Barrett, Jim Mulholland, Bob Keane, and Tom Finnegan. I'm already tired of reading names. Let somebody else take a turn. For Saturday Night Live, here is Kevin Nealon.
Thank you. I'd just like to say I'm flattered and honored to be asked to read off the list of our show's talented writers. Quite honestly, I don't envy them. They have an impossible job on Saturday Night Live, writing diligently night after night, sometimes even into the early hours of the morning, only to be told that, well, their work is not quite good enough. Not up to the high standards set for a show of our stature. Well, finally, these hard-working, dedicated artists are getting their deserved recognition. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our talented family of writers who tonight are good enough. Tom Davis, James Downey, Al Franken, Jack Handy, Warren Hutcherson, Stephen Corrin, Daniel McGrath, Lorne Michaels, Adam Sandler, Herb Sargent, Rob Schneider and Robert Smigel, Bonnie and Terry Turner, and finally, Christine Zander. Congratulations. And hey, if you don't win tonight, well, maybe you aren't good enough. Good luck.
Okay, I'm rested. Now let's go on to In Living Color.
Hi, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to thank all my writers for the great work they do here on In Living Color. And once again, the fate of the black man is in the hands of an all-white jury. Ain't it funny how one little decision can affect so many people?
Keenan, Football Williams on line 1.
Yeah, tell him to hold on. One of my new writers this season. Kid's got a lot of edge. So I guess now the decision is in the hands of the jury. Let's just hope they do the right thing. Can't we all just get along? Pam Biassi, Greg Fields, Les Firestein, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Fax Barr, Fred Graver, Adam Small, Michael Anthony Snowden, Steve Tompkins, Damon Wayans, Larry Wilmore, Mark Wilmore, Harry Dunn, Michelle Jones, Becky Hartman, Buddy Sheffield, John Bowman.
The nominated writers for Late Night with David Letterman are Steve O'Donnell, Gerard Mulligan, Larry Jacobson, Rob Burnett, Paul Sims, Stephen Young, Spike Ferriston, Maria Pope, Joe Fury, Ken Keeler, Jill Davis, Bill Sheft, Adam Resnick, and David Letterman.
And the final nominee is the 64th Annual Academy Awards. Now, this is a show that is carefully scripted weeks in advance, and then in rides Jack Palance, and out goes the original script. And the writers are backstage going, boy, look how funny we apparently are. And those writers were Hal Cantor, Buzz Cohen, Billy Crystal, Mark Shaman, David Steinberg, Robert Wall, and Bruce Valanche. And the Emmy goes to the team from the 64th Annual Academy Awards.
Thanks. This is everybody. Come on up, Dave. Well, Jack isn't here tonight. He's pulling the Queen Mary off that sand barge. I wasn't in the country last year when this same exact great thing happened to all of us. Hal Cantor, Robert Wall, Buzz Cohen, David Steinberg, Bruce Valanche, Mark Shaman couldn't be here tonight. And I wasn't here last year, and I want to thank you for last year, because I'm too cheap to take out trade ads. And I want to thank you so much on behalf of all of us. This was a really special show for all of us because it was very live. We were flying backstage, coming up with new things, backstage, on stage. We had a great time. I'm glad you liked it. I thank the Academy. I thank all of you. I'm really excited. And Jack, wherever you are, see you next year. Thanks a lot.
David Steinberg is an agent. I thought he was a manager.